Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Digital Den. My name is Noah Roberts, and I'm here with our principal, Mr. Phillips, for our weekly newsletter. Mr. Phillips, how are you doing today?
Doing well, Noah. How are you?
Pretty good.
A little bit tired. It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. But that's good. We've had a lot of events after school this week that we've participated in. We'll get to that here in a minute. But exciting times right now at Spencer County High School.
So, obviously, it's been an exciting time at our school with our basketball teams. Can
Yeah.
you get everyone updated on that?
I can. So I think all of Taylorsville was at Henry County High School last night. Really good to see. And I think for the ones that weren't there, I was getting messages they were watching it at home. So great week. Our boys and our girls, they're both here. We said on March the 8th, and we're still playing basketball, right? So our girls got a great win the other night, an amazing win. I think they led for 10 seconds in the entire game, and it was the last 10 seconds of the game, which is it made for, I have a few less fingernails, but we got the victory. So girls played extremely well. Just led. I'm not going to start mentioning them because they all play well, and I don't want to forget somebody. But what a team effort! Got down 10-0, I think, early on, and they spent the whole game battling back. And we play tonight in Anderson County at 6:30, I do believe. We play North Oldham tonight. We actually beat Simon Kenton the other night in our game. They were probably one of the favorites to win the 8th region and go to Rupp Arena. So a huge win for our girls. Simon Kenton actually did win the region last year and went to Rupp Arena. So we ended their season a little earlier than they had planned on, which is always a good thing. So girls come back tonight. If they win tonight in the semifinals, they will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at Anderson County in the championship for a spot in Rupp Arena. So it's a huge weekend for our girls. Coach Howie and his staff, amazing job. I feel like we talk about them every week, but that's not even enough. We should scream their names from the mountaintops because of what they do for our students. And I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it about all of our coaches. Not only are they great after school, they're better in the building, 7:30 to 2:30 every day. So they bring so much to our kids, our entire building. They're culture changers, which is a good thing. So good luck to Coach tonight. It's been a good week. And then last night, Coach Burns got a great win against South Oldham over at Henry County in the first round of the region. Students showed up, huge student section. I got here this morning. The first place I went was Miss Alcorn. If you know Miss Alcorn, our band, she's our band director. And when you get around these events, you really get to see it's not just the 12 or 13 basketball players. It's such a community in our school. And we walk in there last night, and the game before us, there's one school with a band. The other school doesn't even have a band. Our game, South Oldham had 10 or 12, 15 kids in their band. We got like 80 kids. So it's a little bit rough on her to get them over there. And long weeks like this, they'll be right back at it tonight at the girls' game. They're going over. So just things like that, it really make you proud to wear SC. And that's why we do what we do. That's why we show up and do it. And when you do things like that, Noah, your academics are better in your building. I'm a firm believer that kids want to be here and they want to take part. So group effort last night, the community, the basketball team, the coaches, all of our students that were there, people watching at home, we feel that and we appreciate it. And we're going to try to keep winning. So the boys come back and play Monday night. And I think we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, yeah, it's been a good week for our basketball teams for sure.
So we have worked for weeks to get ready for the juniors taking the ACT, and they'll be taking that next Tuesday on March 12th.
We will.
And the juniors need to get there at 7:15 if possible. They'll have breakfast served, and we want them to have a good breakfast and be able to start on time. All their info will be handled in their advisory classes.
Yeah. Do you mind if I touch on this real quick, Noah? So this coming Tuesday, junior parents, junior students, if you're listening to this, be here on time on Tuesday. Be ready to go. I need you to get a good night's rest. We'll take care of the breakfast part. Our cafeteria staff, every year they come, they say, Mr. Phillips, we want to feed your kids that morning. They don't charge us. It's free. You don't have to pay. So you come in and it's a huge spread. It's a whole spread. So we want them to be ready and be focused. It's a huge day for our juniors. It's statewide day. We'll have, I think the state of Kentucky will have 50,000 juniors or so. I forget the number, but it's a bunch of juniors that day taking it. Now, what I need from my students is to come in and stay focused. It's different now because it's on a computer, and that's a little bit different. It's always been paper and pencil with bubble sheets, and the state's gotten away from that over the last 12 months or so. They're transitioning away from that. So it's just a little bit different. So we used to test everybody in the gym. So we'd have 200 and something kids in our gym at tables, but now we can't do that because we're on computers, and our system won't hold all those computers in one spot, so we have to do it in classrooms. So we'll have 25 kids or so in classrooms. That's how they do it. But I think the part with the whole working on computers a little bit, so kids have to work a little harder to stay focused, because it does make a difference. A point or two here or there can make difference in scholarship money, and acceptance to schools, depending on what their recommend or what their criteria is. So a really big day Tuesday morning for our juniors in the ACT. So we've been working hard. They've been doing some rotations and getting some study skills and seeing some of the ACT practice questions. So I thank our teachers for that, and they're ready. They're ready to go, and I expect a pretty good day. So we're ready to go Tuesday. It's a busy day for us here at school on Tuesday.
Yeah. So seniors, obviously your senior projects are getting closer to being due. Make sure that you are staying on top of this.
Yes, make sure. I had to meet with our seniors the other day in a town hall meeting. They're not wanting to get started on these websites that they have to do. So get those things rolling. We got to get that profile of a learner. We're changing that a little bit. So this is our first year of that. So our seniors, like I told them the other day, they're kind of building the plane in the air. That's kind of what they've been tasked to do with this project, and they're kind of our guinea pigs. So, but it's really important. It's a board requirement. That's not a Mr. Phillips requirement or a high school requirement. That is required by our Board of Education. That's not something that we can circumvent or navigate around. You got to do it to graduate. If not, you don't walk. So that's the last thing we want. So make sure you're working with your advisory teachers. Ms. Cook and Ms. Harrod have been really good with that, our senior English teachers. So reach out if you have any questions.
Okay. So also for seniors, next Tuesday you'll be going to a movie field trip in Lexington.
Yeah. You know why they're going on Tuesday, Noah?
ACT.
That's exactly right. Smart kid. That's right. We got to get them out. We have to get them out of the building. We got to kind of calm our building down a little bit so our seniors get antsy. So we just say, hey, be a kid and go. We'll get you out of here. Go watch an educational movie. It's educational.
Our engineering students went to the TSA River City regional competitions last week at U of L. A lot of our students placed in multiple different areas and have the list over here.
Yeah, for sure. Good. Miss Combs and that engineering program, they do an amazing job. I got a story about Miss Combs. She's probably going to be mad at me for telling this. And I didn't see this, but I heard that she got a drone stuck in her hair the other day. Somebody flew a drone into her hair in class. I don't know if that's true, but if anyone's got a picture of that, I'd like to see it. But yeah, she does. Man, that program, those kids went and represented us well. They do board game design. They do forensic science. They do manufacturing prototype. They do a really cool, they have to build a kayak out of PVC, and they get in U of L's pool down there, indoor pool that they have, and they have to see how far they can go without sinking. They do technology problem solving, the unmanned aerial vehicles, which is basically flying drones. I mean, they just do, if you ever want to come visit, that's probably the first place I would take you. It's just because it's really, really cool to see that lab and see the stuff she's doing in there. And what an opportunity for our kids to be a part of that. And you know what they do? They get in there and they bust their butts and they represent us well. So love what she's doing. Appreciate it. Great job last weekend down at the River City Regional Competition.
So also our band has their concert next Thursday night at 7 p.m. in the main gym.
March 14th. Students, I'd love to see a student section at our band concert. There would be nothing better. Our band kids support football, girls and boys basketball. They play. They are loud. It would be really cool if we had a student section for our bands next year. So I'm going to challenge some of our seniors to lead that up next week and just get some kids in here. It's an hour. It doesn't take long. That would be a really cool night. So, yeah, that's a night for our kids. And if we're going to do it, we got to find some room because they pack the place because our band concerts are really good. So excited for Miss Alcorn to be able to show off her kids and all the hard work and the talent that they have.
So our county choir concert will be 1 week from tomorrow at SCMS at 10 a.m.
Yeah, that's on a Saturday morning, March 16th, 10 a.m. Same thing. Students get out and support these kids. They put a lot of hard work. Our choir program's growing. I've been looking at scheduling for next year, and those choir numbers are growing. I see some growth there, which is good. So Miss Peters does an amazing job with those kids, and get out. Parents get here for that. That's at the middle school because they have the auditorium that can host us. We don't really have an auditorium here that can seat for sound and things like that. So, get out and support them. Support that choir, and I'll be there next Saturday morning.
As a reminder to see the counselor's site, along with our class page websites and our college and career website. Look for our sites in the description of this podcast. This can help you learn all the info going on in those areas.
So also, too, parents and grandparents and kids, whoever's watching this, when you get an email with this link, I've started to add a direct link under that straight to our grade level pages. So there'll be a link. I started this last week. There'll be a link to this podcast or video cast, whatever we want to call it, and then right underneath that'll be a link that'll take you directly to our school page. And on the left-hand side, you'll see 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. You click on that, it takes you right there, it gives you all I had some parents request they wanted to see it visually. Like they're like, hey, we love listening to you, but like we want to be able to, like if we want to pull it up on a Tuesday night, we want to be able to go and pull it up. So something I added last week that I think will be a help for parents and the people that need that information.
So moving on to sports, good luck to our archery team as they compete tomorrow at Eminence High School. Our archers will shoot at 4 and 5 p.m.
Yeah, the never-ending archery season. We love it. They shoot all year round. It's cool stuff.
And also, our spring sports are getting ready to begin. Our softball season begins next week, and their first game is next Tuesday at Bardstown, and their home opener is next Thursday versus Sacred Heart.
Yep.
Our baseball season also begins next week. Their first game will be next Monday, March 11th at Holy Cross, and then their home opener is next Tuesday versus Eminence.
Yeah.
Our tennis season is starting next week as well. They are scheduled to have a match on Monday and Tuesday at Bullitt East. Girls on Monday and boys on Tuesday. These matches and others are on hold until the end of our basketball seasons.
Yeah, so those dates could change a little bit. So if you're listening to this, pay attention to our social medias. Keep an eye on that stuff because depending on what our girls and boys do and what schedules look like and so forth, we kind of I've encouraged and we've actually canceled practices this week on the nights that they're playing because we want every kid and every parent, every student, every community to be able to go and support if they want to. So one's not more important than the other, but we're at that time for postseason. If we get a chance to go celebrate and be a part of our girls and boys basketball success, we're gonna go be a part of that. So just stay tuned to that. Make sure, like I said, make sure you're paying attention to our social medias. We'll have that up and posted if any of those dates change. We also have a couple kids fishing. I just was on the phone with a parent. We got some kids fishing at Green River tomorrow. A couple kids on our bass fishing team. So make sure to shout out those kids and hopefully they catch the biggest fish or the most fish. I don't know how that works, but one or the other.
So it's now time to announce the winner of the Staff Person of the Week.
Is it really already? It's been a week since we did that. All right, I'm just kidding. Wait, no, yeah, I'm just messing with you. All right, so our staff member of the week. So once again, this is something that we like to do for y'all that are new to this. We got a big chain that our teachers has to wear around for a week with a big SC logo, our big medallion that Miss Combs and our engineering department made a couple weeks ago for us. We're on about week 6 or 7 of this of handing it out and staff member of the week. But I have to. I've been talking to my admin team up front yesterday and today about who's going to be next, who's our next person, and I think it's time to recognize a lady in the building that. Great at what she does in the classroom, but man, she's at everything. She attends everything. She was there last night taking pictures. She does our yearbook. She does a lot of things. She is one of the backbones of our school. Like she builds our kids up. She bleeds Spencer County blue. She's not from here, but man, she might as well be from here because she is all about Spencer County and she's all about our kids. So our staff member of the week this week is our Spanish teacher, and yearbook teacher, Miss Whitney Byer. So Miss Byer, congratulations. Hopefully you'll see this, but hopefully I'll get your chain to you this afternoon before you see this. But just know that we appreciate what you do, and we are lucky to have you for sure. So Miss Byer, we appreciate you.
So that's all we have today for our newsletter. Do you have any final remarks?
Yeah, a couple things. I just want to mention, don't forget what's sneaking up on us, spring break. We've got it coming up. I think that starts Friday, March 29th. We'll be out of school. So that Thursday, the 28th is our last day. And then we do not return until Tuesday, April 9th. So make sure that's our last push, last break. And then, the end of school is May 17th. So when we come back, we have about a month left of school. So we're down to 40-something school days, which is hard to believe. The time flies, but it's getting warmer outside. I think we spring the clocks up this weekend, Saturday night, Sunday morning, which is awesome. We get an extra hour of daylight in the afternoon, which I love. There's a guy that likes to get out of here sometimes and hit some golf balls and do things outside. I like that. And so make sure that you're prepared for spring break and make sure you're here. Our attendance has been great. We went through a little bit of a lull there. We had some sickness. We just had some sick kids and staff members in our building. But I think we've pushed through that and we're back on track. We're in the 93, 94% range. So please make sure if your kid's out that you bring notes in to cover that. We don't want you to get in truancy. We don't want that to become an issue. We value what we do here. We need your kids here. We need all kids here. So make sure you're here every day. And I would be remiss also if I didn't mention we had a young man that was actually in I think this class he was in this class as part of our podcasting. He's a kid that we lose kids to transfers and things like that because kids move and life happens. We lost Riley Burton this week, a kid that sat up here and interviewed me a few times, and just a kid that represents Spencer County so well. And I found that out yesterday morning, and man, I was kind of heartbroken because he's such a great kid in our building. And We wish him nothing but the best, but I just wanted to give him a little shout out. We appreciate everything he did for us, and he's always a Spencer County Bear. Don't forget that. We'll take you back anytime if you listen to this, Riley. So appreciate you. We're going to miss you, but we wish you nothing but success. So that's all I got this week, Noah. We're going to be in Anderson County here in a few hours, and we're going to root these girls on to another win, and we're going to do it again tomorrow, and we're going to get the ACT done on Tuesday, and we're going to get it done.
So thank you for watching us on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Also, please follow us on our Instagram account at digitalden.schs. Thank you again, and everyone have a good day.